Yeah, okay. Part two. I just go on with what I said before. Those who pray to God oftentimes don't know God. They don't act accordingly to their belief. Also, most grown ups are not really adult. They do not know how to treat children, how to be a good guide, how to be a good parent. When I was a child, I was shocked that people don't take in account the feelings of each other. They do not see that people wear a mask, that they are not honest, that they are afraid of each other. Wherever I go, I see that people are afraid without admitting it to themselves. Yeah. And yeah, when I went to school, I had so much fear of other children because they behaved somewhat weird to me, you know. Well, it was kind of a reflection for me because I was really traumatized. I did not talk anymore when I was 6 years old, you know. And yeah, now I know I have stayed very pure. I never lied, you know. I followed Christian beliefs. I even was shocked when I did a lie. I was struggling with myself, and also I did not know why people are abusing each other, why they are hurting each other, why they are doing that, because it doesn't make sense. Now I know I have had a pre-personal consciousness very long. Sometimes I forgot about and pushed it away, but it is still around, and that makes me very different because I don't see the world as dualistic. I don't see good and bad. I just see people who have forgotten God and act accordingly because they judge each other. People are not strong enough to deal with their own reflection in the world. And our societies, well, they are not developed, they are not wise, they are not able to survive their own creation because people really do not know where they come from and what life is meant to be and what evolution of consciousness means. The world is extremely holy, wonderful. It's a dream. It's wow. Oh my God, if you wouldn't know what the world is, you would instantly cry. And you would be in such an awe, you know. In German, we say Ehrfurcht. That means being afraid of honor, or not being afraid of honor, having biggest respect to honor, you know, to really see what life is about. Oh my God. And to see the beauty everything represents. But most of us have me, myself, I, and they filter the perception accordingly to what they believe. And most people don't believe in a good future. Fear is attracting what you are afraid of. You need to be honest to yourself in order to break through your fear. In order to break through, you have to embrace it. You have to take it back to yourself without projecting anything. Feel it, and it starts to dissolve. Very important is to breathe deeply when you are acting from fear, you know, and not to react. Same with aggression. When you are angry about something, and there's a lot of reason to be angry, then don't judge anything. Breathe. Feel your anger. Don't push it away, otherwise it gets dark. Every feeling which is not felt through and suppressed or pushed away goes into your subconsciousness and changes your mind to the worse, you know. You will not be awake if you suppress your feelings just in order to be a functioning part of society, you know. When you are waking up, you go through a lot of trouble. And when you challenge the will too much, there's the crucifixion dynamics. People will try to destroy you. And many people, they act plutonic. That means that they don't feel what they're doing. They burn other people at the stake without remorse. That is Pluto. That is subconscious anger and judgment not admitted to oneself. Yeah, okay, so let me do a little break because I lose the red thread. One moment. Yeah, I think I will just talk a little bit more about the way people choose their future, choose their partner, how they maybe also treat their own children. You know, most women are choosing men without much knowledge, just looking for power, just looking for, this is a very female thing, to look for safety for the own beingness and one's own children. And this need of safety in a very unsafe world needs to even more unsafety. When you're a woman and you really want to be happy with your man, don't look for his wallet. Look who he really is. Possibly his wallet will explode when you love him. Most men are not loved by women. It's not true. Most people pretend to love each other. Men love women more honestly and put women oftentimes onto the throne because men see how wonderful the female essence is and they honor the female usually. Lost men start to abuse women. There are many lost men out there too, you know. Most men are also unconscious in terms of how to love each other, how to treat each other also in a sexual way or in a tender way, you know. Being honest to each other includes being afraid of each other. But when you are fully honest and you even admit your fear, you talk about, it starts to go away, it starts to dissolve. Most people cannot be honest on the deeper levels. Honesty on the mind level is not enough. You need to be honest also emotionally. You need to really, really admit your insecurity, your not knowingness, that you maybe do not know what is right and wrong. But as soon as you accept that we are all holy and you act accordingly and you really, really, really admit everything which is not solved in you, you know, then things, all these shadows start to dissolve and light comes in, you know. Furthermore, most men do not know how to treat women. I was so ashamed for my fellow men towards women. Nowadays I know women are not better. Their violence is just more platonic and more emotional, can be much more destructive than male violence. It's really true. We need to talk about. And if you are a woman, I would love to see you at least trying to find out whether I am right or wrong. No. When we see politics or media, almost everything is just an illusion, a projection, sometimes even an honest lie. Most politicians are not really developed people. I see it more on the right-wing parties, by the way. Yeah, the people which are called Nazi by media and by those mainstream parties, they are usually no Nazis. They are just more awake. They strive for a better world. The right wings the parties on the right spectrum are more conservative. They strive for survival of the society. The parties on the left side of the spectrum, they strive for change, they strive for development. But when they don't take the right-wing people into the boat, it will not lead anywhere. You know, right and left is like man and woman. Both need to come together. At the moment, the dark side tries to separate everything, men from women, right from left, old from young, rich from poor. They all shall struggle with each other, so that those who have the power get all the power. Those who try to get all the power, they are very afraid to lose the power. And they do a lot of bullshit, very bad things, manipulating the world, striving for transhuman consciousness. That means to abolish our soul, to abolish love, to abolish everything which makes human life worthwhile and precious. Transhumanism is really something very dangerous, and with the development of the artificial intelligence, AI, it gets really dangerous. Most of us are easy to manipulate. Most of us are just following, everything they lack. They follow money, they follow lust, they follow superficial, how to say in English, superficial shows and superficial things, like it was in the Roman Empire. Give the people bread and games and they will be content. I stop myself here now because I have the feeling that I get in all directions at once is not good. I need to keep focus, and I might make many more videos and taking out one subject and trying to describe it, how to deal with humans, how to deal with nature, children, how to deal with women, how to deal with men. I also want to make videos for young men, young women, and explain to them what is important in terms of loving each other, how to find the right partner. I myself don't have the right partner yet. But my way to look into the world is very different, and I'm quite sure that I will find her. Maybe with 70 or 80 years. But I have to go the way which is necessary to really, really deserve the right soul. To deserve, I mean, to develop the quality which is necessary to find each other. It's not easy, if you have any questions about life, be free to ask them. You can do it also personally. There's much to embrace, much to let go, much to broaden, much to widen, much to embrace, much to transform into beauty, into what we really are. Okay, so much for now. May God bless you and all the very best, Thank you for listening, by the way. I love you.